So today we're going to be taking care of a couple different things. First of all, if you happen to notice that there are more cinematic shots, it's because I'm still trying to justify the spending of almost $300 on a gimbal. So don't worry, it just adds to the production value that PigCake brings. Second of all, here also the person that I'm going to send a deck out is this person right here, Yoeshmo Production. God knows where you are with a name like that. However, I will try to send out the deck, assuming that I can. So look for a comment in the little YouTube thing, and you'll be getting this nasty deck from me soon enough. So congrats, cunt. So next of all, I'm going to show you guys a trick which is of the mental variety. It's a very straightforward mind reading trick, which seems to be all the rager in the streets these days. So for this, we're going to need this very nice looking mechanics deck, which again right now you should be seeing some cinematic ass shots. Subscribe. So for this, you look at the spectator and you tell them, I'm going to make a prediction based on several factors that I think you're going to pick a certain card. So you look at them up and down. If they're a nice lady, if you know what I mean, you could say, oh, those are some mighty big breasts. Maybe I got just the card for you. And then when you're done with the lawsuit, you look through the deck, like one of these memes right here, and you go, oh, that's fantastic. I got the perfect card for you right here. So there are 53 cards in a deck. Name any card you want. What card is that? The Jack of Spades. See, you caught me. I was trying to do a little bit of a trick to you. If you caught me there, I said name one out of the 53 cards in hopes that you would have picked a Joker. I was actually really hoping that you would have picked, in this case, a Joker, because most people when they hear 53 cards, they think of the Joker and they're trying to get me with that Joker. But no, you're actually way smarter than that. You said Jack of Spades, which is actually kind of interesting because I've had this card here since the beginning, and it just so happens to be the Jack of Spades, thus proving that I do in fact have the capacity of reading your mind. So that's a pretty straightforward trick. I hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty easy to do. I'm going to show you guys two different versions of how to do this trick because there's one that's a little bit more advanced, and I know some of you guys lack the manual dexterity to do more complicated tricks. Subscribe? No? Okay. So for this trick, you're going to need a deck with two identical Jokers, or maybe a duplicate or whatever you want, but I usually go for two Jokers. So this mechanics deck happens to have two relatively similar Jokers. So we'll go for these here, these Jokers. They're pretty straightforward. So for this trick, you have one Joker on the top of the deck and another Joker about the middle of the deck. Now this top Joker is going to be the card that you supposedly placed for them. That should more than well seem like a random card based on things you have observed. So you look at them up and down. This is where you insert your pattern here, your creativity. So you say, oh, you have a lopsided nipple. That's fantastic. I'll pick this card for you. Of course, you could, if you want, just scroll through the deck and then just up jog the Joker here and put it on the table as if you looked desperately for the card. I just have it on top of the deck. I could do a couple false shuffles and then say, oh look, this will be the card that I think you will pick, or do whatever you want here. Just get the Joker on the table as a prediction. So you tell them to think of any one of 53 cards in the deck. Now you have a chance that the spectator might actually think, oh, why are there 53 cards? Oh, because it's a Joker. Haha, I'm going to pick the Joker just to fuck with Mr. Magic Boy. If they do in fact think that, then that's fantastic because you already have the Joker on the table and you're ready to blow some fat loads. However, if they don't happen to name the Joker, it's good. You're still covered because what you're going to do is use the deck as somewhat of a little bit of an index. So whatever card they name, let's say they name we'll go for an easy one here, the Nine of Hearts. So what's going to happen is that you're going to hold the deck up towards yourself, and you're going to start spreading the cards until you spot that card. So I'm gonna do what I would normally do this way, but this way so you could see it. Because if I did it this way, you wouldn't see it. So let's say they pick the Nine of Hearts. They mention the Nine of Hearts there. So what I'm going to be doing towards myself is spotting this card. The moment I see this card, excuse me, Send nudes. So the moment I see this card, what I'm going to be doing is getting it in preparation for a spread call. A spread call, if you're autistic, let me get the focus in here. T6i, that's phenomenal. So spread call, if you're autistic, it's just a way of controlling cards by sliding them in and out from behind the deck. I know that I illustrate this in another video. So you're going to be spotting that 9 of hearts, and the moment you spot it, you're going to bring the deck down and spread call that 9 of hearts behind the spread here. So you're going to spot the 9. Again, I'm doing this towards you guys so you can see it. This is towards me. I spot the 9, and then that's when I do the spread call downward. So you're not doing a spread call up here, because then you're going to be showing them what you're doing, and you don't want them to see that. So you're going to be doing the spread call this way on the way down, so they don't happen to see that you pulled that 9 out. So once you got the card in your control here, you're going to be looking for the joker. So once you reach the joker, you're going to do a switch that I do definitely discuss in another video that involves drawing attention to this joker while getting this card that happens to be spread called behind the joker. So what's going to happen is you're going to point to this card and say, oh, see, I was trying to get you to think of the joker because, haha, you're retarded and I can manipulate you easy, or whatever pattern you want to use. You're going to square this joker up, which squares it up with the card behind it, which happens to be the card that they named freely. And pretty much when you turn the deck over, you would have switched that joker for that 9. So it's a really cool spread call switch that you could do here, but it works fantastically because it puts you in a position where you're able to do a Mexican turnover and show that you did in fact correctly predict their card. So remember, this joker is on the table. You've just switched with a spread call the other joker for the card that they named, and what you're going to do is you're going to say, haha, you're clever, you didn't fall for my ruse here, but see, I did predict in fact what you were going to do, because this card on the table, and as you say that, you're going to slide this card under. And usually the Mexican turnover looks a little bit like that, but that's kind of a complicated move. So the way that I just kind of simplified it is you slide this card under and turn everything over and slide this card, the bottom card, out as if that was the original card on the table. So there shouldn't be a discrepancy here because they're not really paying attention to the orientation of the cards. And also, it's a logical move. You need that card to scoop that card under, especially if you're using such a fantastic IKEA surface such as this. So one more time, this Mexican turnover move is pretty simple. You have the card that you switched out. You're going to slide this underneath the card that's on the table, turn both cards over, and just let that card slide on the table as if that was the original card. So you do need some sort of justification for doing this action. Of course, the justification is trying to lift this card out of the table and unable to do so because of the friction. There you go. So this card is to aid you with that process. However, it facilitates the switch. So that's one version of this trick. Now, this may fall under a little bit of complications if their card happens to be after the joker. But for those situations, there's an alternative version of this trick, which is the original method that it was described, I think, in Expert Card Technique. So you should do a little bit of reading on that. So for this scenario, you have the joker on the table originally, and then what you're going to have is the next joker on top of the deck. So here what's going to happen is they name whatever card they want. Let's say they happen to name the 10 of spades. We'll go for that one. If they name the 10 of spades, you go, oh, that's fantastic. See, I was trying to trick you because I said 53 cards, having you think of the joker because I'm clever. You go through the whole pattern thing. And as you're doing that, you're pretty much trying to approximate going through the deck and looking for the joker. Really, you're looking for the card that they named. So we'll go for the 10 of spades here because I forgot the card originally named because of drugs. So you say, oh, see, I was trying to get you to think of one particular card. I don't know if you noticed. Again, right now I'm looking for the 10 of spades. I put this on the top and say, I said 1 of 53 cards. And you happen to have just happened to not think of the card that I was trying to get you to get. While this whole pattern thing is happening, you're getting a break right there below the second card from the top. I was actually trying to get you to think of the joker. See? Yeah, haha, but you didn't. You're more clever than that. So in this position, you've done a double lift, and the card that they named is behind the joker, so that this way you're going to do the same thing that you did before, only the only sleight you're doing is a double lift. So you have this card here. You say, "Oh, I was trying to get you to think of the Joker," but no, you are in fact smarter than that. So I knew you were smarter than that, which is why I put this card on the table since the start. Haha, in your face. You have no voice. You have no free will. You motherfucker. So that's the trick. It's pretty much a straightforward way to have a card thought of on the table from the start. Again, this isn't a sort of trick that I would do if, for example, there's a soft, cushiony surface here, because then there's no reason for me to have this card over here to flip it over. So it's really a contextual. Really, when you have a smooth surface where it would make sense to pick up cards like this, that's where I would kind of do this trick. And it also would help if in previous tricks, you might just drop a card on purpose and do this technique to pick that card up. See, that's some next level shit that most people don't even think about, which is the sort of stuff that you're only going to find here in this channel. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that trick. I'll be sending out that deck to whoever you are. God knows where you are. So subscribe. I'm going to go to contemplate existence. Contemplate the existence of my penis.
Again, when I see you 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 again.